Hi, welcome to KV's Plants and Orchids. Today's topic is peace lilies and its care. I have two varieties of peace lilies, one is big variety and the small variety. Both of them flowers in the same season, but the flowers are little bit small for the small plant, the miniature variety plant, and the leaves, everything is big for the big plant. It is native to tropical rainforests of America. They are vibrant perennial plants. Once you add this to your garden, it will be there, and most probably they give you flowers in the spring season, and the flowers will be there for at least 2 months. Here you could see this is almost 2 weeks old. Here my garden has lot of small birds. They give some, they have poked here, see, that is why that color has come. Otherwise it looks very beautiful, and it is a air purifying plant, so you can keep, but keeping indoor is little bit difficult for this plant. It is not a sun loving plant. If you keep in direct sunlight, you can burn the leaves, so you have to be very careful where you keep this plant. But you can keep in indoor where it gets sunlight nearby the window and all. Without sunlight, because it will be difficult for you to get flowers. Once it gets, when you are keeping it in shade also, it gets some sort of sunlight. That is why it flowers. Here my plants are sitting in shade. You could see the green color of the leaves. This doesn't have that color. This is the color of the plant. The small one has only this type of leaves. And fertilization is, I fertilize because you can't see it as a heavy feeder. You will see these plants in the hedges and all, no? So they are hardy plants only. So I fertilize only twice a year, just before this it flowers, and now afterwards, just after the monsoon season also, I give them some fertilizer. That is how I fertilize. I fertilize with organic fertilizer. This year I got some sheep dung. I'll show you the sheep dungs. I hope you see the black. This year I have put sheep dung instead of cow dung, but I think sheep dung is having more nutritious value for this plant. I think the plants are showing good growth after me adding sheep dung, but it is difficult to get that. Here this is the first time I got. So it is, if anybody is having the sheep dung at home, or if they could get, it is better to add to the plants. It is a nice fertilizer. The flowers will look like this for the small one. Then when it blooms, it is like this. The big one, the flowers are like this. So this is the fertilization. Then comes the watering. I water it. Now it is the starting of summer season. Here it is summer only. We can't say it is spring. So I water them every day. And in the monsoon season, since it sits in the shade, whenever the water is, the soil is dry, I water them. And it doesn't like over watering, so you have to see that it is watered properly. Even if the plant's leaves are drooping, it's okay, but not without water. But if you over water it, the root rot may occur and the plant may wither away. And propagation is by dividing. See, you could see many plants have appeared for this small. Actually, this is right time to divide it once the flowering is over. Here also you could see, actually this pot has many more plants were there. There was a rat which create problem for my plant, so some time back it just pulled it out. So because of that I have lost some of the small plants in this pot. That is why I have only 2 of them now. I thought I really lost this plant, but somehow it came back. And this plant is poisonous to pets and cats. So if you are keeping it inside, you have to be little bit careful. This is I have told you, like it is a air purifying plant, so you can add it in the house where you get good sunlight. So sunlight, watering. Pest attack I haven't seen much. Here only pests are small birds which they think that everything is eatable, so just spoil my flowers. So that is this has many flowers. This one is coming. This also like that. Nice flowers. So actually the care is very easy. The only thing is you don't have to keep it in sunlight. If you don't have a sunlight in your house, this is the best plant to grow in your house. And if you get tap water, it is better to keep them for some time in without, and then you pour them, because the tips of the plants, this is old leaf, but new leaves also will give trouble if you are using tap water with more chlorine in it. So that you have to be very careful. This is the whole videos about. I hope I have covered everything about this plant. If you like the video, press the like button. If you are the first time viewer, consider subscribing. Thank you for watching.